So the Blitzers are not going to stop Brady Singer from playing. I would hope not. I'm sorry, but I would hope not. I'm still so weird about these whole blister injuries, and we have 3 pitchers who have blister injuries, and they can't play, but they can play. Bro, like, stop it. Stop this nonsense, okay? Anyway, Brady Singer is back on the mound tonight for the Reds against Milwaukee. Even though he has blister injuries, he says, no matter how I feel, I'm still going to go out there. I don't care how I feel. They paid me to go pitch, so I'm going to go pitch. No matter how I feel or what's going on, I'm going to go do it. Which, in spring training, I feel like especially, because, like, if you have a bad spring training game, especially now that the roster is, like, 100% solidified, who cares? I mean, like, who cares if you're bad in spring training? Once you make the roster, bro, you're pretty much cruise sailing when it comes to that. But still, like, he's not wrong. They pay him to play, and yeah, he's gonna play in spring training if he has a blister on his finger. Now, if he had an actual injury, like a really bad injury, like, like a torn muscle or torn this, torn that, I would be like, no, you're not going to play, bro. Like, you're not playing with a really bad injury where you shouldn't be playing. But a blister, I feel like you could play through that. I feel like this is a situation where it's not that big of a deal. But again, these freaking blister injuries, apparently. I don't know how these blister injuries are taking out our pitchers left, right, and center. Like I said in my previous videos, I understand the fact it's like really hot and crazy weather over there in Arizona, and that's definitely not helping for these blister injuries. But it's just like, bro, I don't know. I am just baffled and taken back by the fact we could lose pitchers due to blister injuries. It's such a weird concept. I get it though, but it's just a weird concept, and every time I see him, I can't stop laughing every time I see a player has a blister injury. I know it's seriously weird, whatever, but it's just always funny to me. At least he's going out there and saying, I don't care. I'm gonna play. I respect that. I do respect that a lot. Actually, I thought someone was going to respond to this and like people were going to give their opinions, but no. Anyway, so yeah, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. Are you ready, for the start of the season? I'm very much so. I'm very much so. I'll be live for the opening day on the 26th, of course. I don't know that I've seen better spring training from anyone in all my years of spring training. Marty on Matt Mullane. Dude, Matt Mullane, McLean, I don't know why I keep calling him Mullane. McLean absolutely killed spring training. We had a lot of guys that killed spring training. And I mean, obviously it has to transition to the actual season and see how that transitions over, but I'm proud of our guys. I really am. And I know, again, I'm not supposed to care about spring training or treat it that serious, but I'm proud of our guys. Our guys killed it, man. And especially with the blizzards. I'm sorry, but it's just so funny to me. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, but it is funny. Never fall out of love. Never fall in love or out of love with someone in the spring. I keep telling myself this. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. This guy's name is Hooters Tour Legend. I'm slept. I am actually, bro, what? What is your name? I love your name so much for no reason, bro. Matt's the spark plug we needed all season last year. Hope he's saving some of the gas for the upcoming 162-game season. This is what I said going into the season, I'll say it again, is that we just need, like, a couple guys who we don't really maybe expect to be those guys this year. We need those guys to be this. We need those said players to be these guys this year. Like, there's got to be a couple players Where it's like you just don't really think too much about like, oh yeah, these guys are gonna be the guys. We need those guys to be the guys. That's what we need. And as long as we get a couple guys like that, we'll be fine. But hey, it's gonna be a long season, man. How many starts from Green? None until July. Lotto, Blister City, Singer, C Lotto. I don't want to keep calling him Lotto, but it's funnier to call him Lotto. Well, hey, Singer, we're actually pretty happy with, I guess. Hope Arizona is in the rearview mirror, and maybe 75 stars too optimistic. Whatever. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. See you guys next one.